next question is what AI policies exist in the 54 to 7 African countries, depending on who you ask, because different people will say different things. The UN, I think, acknowledges 54 countries, but every now and then there are debates about exactly how many there are. So,
I'm not aware of any.
pardon?
I'm not aware of any.
Where are you based?
I'm Nigerian.
Okay, okay, you're Nigerian. Okay. You're
Yeah.
not aware of any. Thanks.
No.
What about you, Jaden? Are you
I'm not aware of any either.
where are you based?
Oh, I'm Nigerian.
Okay. Okay, well, you'll be
Hi,
surprised.
that's Jennifer. Can you see my hands?
Oh, yes, I see your hands, Jennifer.
So I see that Nigeria has one.
Yes,
The
that's true.
draft. And trust me, I just did a quick Google search.
Yes. 16 African countries have launched AI strategies. Before I go into that, I just want to preface by letting you know about an existing continental-wide effort by the African Union Development Agency, which creates a strategic framework for Pan-African socioeconomic development. This entity, which is typically called AUDA-NEPAD, NEPAD, this entity has created a AU artificial intelligence continental strategy for Africa. The policy, from what I've read of it, it's quite a large document, 234 pages. Um, the policy is still focusing on the fourth wave of industrial revolution. However, if you've got your ear to the ground, you'll notice that people are starting to speak about a fifth wave. Um, and Japan has its own Society 5.0 plan. And so I just wanted to a little bit talk about the difference between the fourth wave and the fifth wave, um, and think about what that means for our policies and like how we're thinking about um, this work going forward. What do you think the fourth wave of industrial revolution is? And have you heard about the fifth? Anyone?
Does the fourth wave have anything to do with the information age, so like AI and what we're talking about now? And is the fifth about like augmented reality? These are just guesses.
Partly, yeah. I would say, does anyone else want to take a guess?
I was going to switch it. I was going to say that the fifth wave is actually AI reality and integration. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. So I think you're on the right track with integration, Jennifer, for the fifth wave. Um, it sort of builds on the fourth. So the fourth wave focuses on the automation of data, the digital age, just broadly speaking, the interconnectedness of systems. But the fifth wave, instead of looking at the digital as separate as working towards like building the economy, which is the key hallmark of the fourth wave, it's like let's do digital so that we can improve our economy. That's like kind of the goal of the fourth wave. The fifth wave is like, let's do all of these things. Let's do digital, let's do cyber, but let's do it in a way that's human-centric, sustainable, and resilient. Let's do it together. So we are doing some kind of integration here. It's not necessarily AR. I think AR has been around for a while, VR has been around for a while, so you could think about it as having been a part of the fourth wave as well. But what makes the fifth wave different is we're trying to now start thinking about how do we make this human centric and how do we look beyond just economic outcomes, but also societal outcomes at large, the environment, for example. And so, yes, I just wanted to share that. And And while the white paper talks about the mitigation of the effects of AI on the labor market, in some ways, this is um, still a little bit of a sort of like economy aligned lens, which in the context of Africa, that makes a lot of sense, right? Like we're trying to and working towards a demographic dividend, which means that by 2050, when we are a quarter of the world's population, that means that we have this opportunity that is really imminent. That will mean that if we, as the people with the most of the world's youth, are ready to take economic advantage of the fact that we have the most young people in the world, we could turn economic benefits from that, right? There would be positive economic outcomes that will come from us using just the baseline fact that we have the youngest working age population in the world as a continent.